Yo ho ho! Welcome back to another episode of the Amazing Survivors podcast with
Tron and
Tremaine.
All right,
What are we talking about,
let's
Tron?
break this down. We're talking about Survivor Season 46, Episode 12, entitled Mama Bear. So, so let's jump into it. So it kind of starts right where Tribal left off on the last episode, and Kenzie is so lost as to who voted for her. As all of us were wondering why she got a vote. And so to Ben's credit, he's like, hey, I just want to clear the air real quick on that one. It was me. But he just said he blanked and wrote her name down.
His ally.
Do you believe that?
Knowing Ben and his mental state, I actually can believe that.
Yeah.
But it's also at the same time, don't announce it to everybody. If anything, try and blame somebody else and lie that way. Or if you are going to tell the truth, just tell them in person and not everybody.
But what if in the world he blanked and wrote her name down and then she ended up going home because of it?
That would have been hilarious.
I just don't know if I can believe this.
Who knows where Ben's head is at? Because we sure don't know. And
no.
He obviously is struggling out there mentally, in a myriad of different ways.
Right.
But sometimes I feel like Ben is the type of person he has to get off his chest so it doesn't torment him more.
Which I get.
So I give him props for that. And it's nice to see Kim and Kenzie continue to reconnect.
Yeah.
And Kenzie's wary of him. Because I was thinking the whole time, yes, in case Venus had an idol, she played it, then you have someone else to vote for if it goes to a tie. But still, man, it's bad gameplay.
It's just one of the worst gameplay things I've ever seen.
Well,
especially this far down the road, man.
Just brutal. And you just ate pizza as well.
There's been some things this season that I'm like, what in the
you just shake your head and you're like, wow.
Yeah. So then it shows Maria just being upset because Venus called her out, and she's like, she was attacking my character and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, you're an idiot.
Yeah, Maria, you didn't do yourself any favors there. But at the same time, you didn't do yourself any favors in the way you went about things. But at the same time, you brush it off. Venus is gone.
Yeah, right?
And who cares? Everybody else, yes, you're trying to play up for the jury. I understand that. But everyone there knows you, and they understand your role, and they all witnessed it, and they agree it was a blunder on your part.
Yeah, just own
it. Move on, and you got the ultimate last laugh. You sent her packing. Yeah. Who cares?
Q didn't care when he was called out. Way worse than Maria was called out.
I know. So just get over it. Move on. It's okay. It's not a game killer.
Yeah, for sure.
And Venus she's rubbing everyone the wrong way anyway, so everyone knows that. I heard, this really kind of is a punch in the gut, but I heard through Instagram and whatnot. So usually when people get voted off, they go to Ponderosa, right? After they, do medical and so forth. And, the jury's there waiting for them, right? I heard the jury was not waiting for Venus at all.
We talked about this last episode. That they were all there for Tiff, waiting for a party, and then Venus shows up and no one's there.
And that is just so sad.
Yeah.
And that's got to be a real punch in the gut.
It would be horrible. Anyways, back to the people that are in it.
Yes.
I actually really like this. So Ben kind of delved a little more into his story, and he's been having night terrors, not sleeping well and stuff. And Kenzie's just been there for him and kind of up with him at night, would just walk around with him and comfort him. That's pretty cool. Good job, Kenzie. I don't know if I would have done that. would have hoped I would, but I don't know if I would have. So
Yeah.
that's
I think
just pretty
I
stellar.
think yeah, her and Ben have a great relationship. You know, like brother sister kind of thing, and it's just cool to see the human side of people
Yeah.
in these conditions because it's gotta be brutal.
Yeah.
But hey, Liz gets a poop.
She does.
How about that?
Yeah.
21 days.
It's great.
It makes me think, how long have I gone?
Yeah,
Not 3
that
weeks.
long.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
Jeez.
What a momentous occasion. So good
One
for,
the
good for you,
books.
Liz.
One for the books. And it also just talks about Charlie working his way forward and always keeping the door open to work with anybody at any time, which is great gameplay.
And it talks about him kind of having some second thoughts about trying to get Maria out, which I'm just like, no, Charlie, you need to do this.
You have to differentiate your game from your number one because you voted the same way every time.
Right.
You have to do something to be different.
But I do wish it was still like a game where you take your alliances to the end instead of just trying to take weak players with you. But it's what it is. What it is.
Well, I'd still take the misfits because
100%.
I want $1 million, not not a million friends.
Bomb it.
So they get to the challenge.
Yes, the reward challenge for Chinese takeout.
And it looked fun.
Yeah, it looked like
Quite
a
the
fun
obstacle
one.
course.
Yeah, obstacle course, like kind of high stepping through that. Then that like wood bridge that you have to take the beanbag or whatever that little sack is through the rope.
It's got the
around
ball that they
everything.
use.
Yeah.
And it's
Through all
on a rope maze, basically.
Yeah. And then get that ball and then do that maze.
Yeah. How do you think you do on that thing? The push-pull maze.
So I think I do good right now, but after like 21 days not eating or sleeping well, and like you're basically like have your arms up the whole time, and I don't know, it might be kind of hard.
I think at the initial point of just getting the touchdown, like, okay, I got to pull here, just this much, pull here, push and pull. Like the initial learning curve might be a little rough, but I feel once, and Jeff says, like, everybody's in it. You have to take your time to get around the obstacles. I think just right off the start, like, okay, how much can I really push and pull to get the ball going as quickly as I can, but get it to the end. It would be. I think it'd be tough. I think it'd be even more entertaining if they had a balance on something.
Yeah.
That'd keep it entertaining.
I just like kind of also wonder, like that whole first part of it, like running through the high stepping thing and all of that, like never matters that much because it always ends up with everyone kind of having an equal shot at it on that puzzle. But
well, I think one thing with them doing the obstacles first and trying to get that ball to the end as fast as they can, it gets your heart rate up. Yeah. And that's going to really affect you at the beginning of doing that puzzle until you can get that heart rate back down to a normal rate. But who knows how normal it really gets because you are
you're stressed and everything. So everyone does pretty good on it. Everyone gets like pretty far into that maze multiple times, and Charlie ends up taking the victory. So
he wins.
Good on him. And so then he has to decide who to take with him on the reward. But before he chooses, Jeff throws him a little curveball and says that also at this reward is where they will get letters from their loved ones.
And love from home.
Yeah.
Which is always a big factor, I feel like, especially at this point in the game.
I feel like that too. In like, I don't know, maybe this is just my personality and stuff. I don't quite understand it. Because I'm like, I don't know. This may be just a byproduct of being 40 and single, but I'm like, you only have like a few more days left. Like, whatever.
It's kind of like, okay, I got 4 days left. I'll get those letters in 4 days if I don't get them now. Yes, it'll probably give you a little bit of
encouragement, a little
boost to make it that last 4 days.
I think the biggest thing would just be like the mental thing of knowing like, oh, these other people are getting it and I'm not. Yeah. I think, I don't know, But kind of like, I don't know, I'm kind of like Q's mentality. He didn't care.
Yeah.
He's like,
I got 16 brothers and sisters at home.
yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
But Charlie explains to Jeff that he would take Maria, but them being an alliance, they had already discussed
Yeah.
not taking each other.
Yeah.
So he takes Liz and Kenzie, who are very grateful.
Liz finally gets
Gets
a
a meal.
reward.
Which is hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, Maria really struggles with that decision. And
Yeah.
Jeff asks if she wants to elaborate on it, and she kind of
Yeah, she's super
brushes
sad.
him off.
And Charlie's kind of initial thing is like, I came into this like just being like, I'm gonna take, if I win, I'm taking the people that haven't gotten the reward yet, which is fair. It's like political. It's whatever.
It's straightforward.
Yeah.
It makes your job easier.
Yeah.
And
100%.
especially when he's talked to Maria,
Yeah.
and they both agreed. It's like,
Yeah.
hey,
And there's no point in
It is
taking
what it is.
Q.
yeah,
So, and he seems super tight with Ben. So, I don't
Yeah.
know.
and so he played that perfectly.
Yeah.
So he,
But like you said, Maria's super sad about it.
but helps him ingratiate himself even more with those
Yeah.
two girls on which way they want to go.
Yeah, for sure.
Um,
For sure. Who would you have taken?
If it was me, I would have done that too.
Yeah. I would.
Especially like if I'm Charlie and I'm tight with Maria and we've already talked about it. Yeah, I'm not taking Q because he's already in Maria's back pocket.
Yeah,
and I know
100%.
that. And Ben's my biggest fan.
Yeah.
And he's not gonna care because he just had pizza. Yeah, I'm gonna take Liz. I'm gonna take Kenzie and see what they're thinking.
Yeah.
Because I already know what Maria's thinking. I already
Right.
know what Ben's thinking.
And it's just a good time to talk about getting Maria out.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Giving yourself options.
yeah, for sure.
Exactly.
Which is kind of what happens. So they go to the reward and they just like basically just are all in agreement. It's like, yeah, probably time to get Maria out if she doesn't win. So we need to do that.
Also at the sanctuary, so they're eating these noodles and this beef, it looks like breaded beef. Okay. I mean, I haven't been to Pan Express lately, but Liz, you're allergic to all these things, but you can eat that with that sauce?
Yeah, right. I kind of like was wondering that too, and I get she has like weird allergies to like chicken and stuff, and so she can eat beef, but isn't she like gluten intolerant too, or something?
Yeah. So fair enough, you could have gluten-free noodles.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at the sauce and I'm like,
Yeah.
interesting. But whatever. It's not my life.
Good on her. She gets to
I would
eat
eat it too.
And they get all their letters, and they all are just crying, and it's amazing. And we find out that Kenzie pushed her marriage back. Well, her fiance pushed it back because he just had faith that she was going to get on the show, and that and that was the day I believe they were supposed to get married on that day, and so
exactly
that's kind of cool. And then
that
she gets
cool.
a letter from him, and that's kind of fun.
Yeah, kind of a fun little backstory for her.
Yeah.
So they go back to the beach.
Yeah. So what's everyone doing at the beach?
Just watching Maria cry.
yeah.
The mama bear just sobbing over her three little boys and the letter that she didn't receive that day, but she'll receive in 4 days, or whenever she goes to Ponderosa.
And a piece of her died that day.
Yeah. But really, a piece of you died?
I don't know. Once again, my personality is not like that, so I can't understand it too well. I'm sure it's hard to be away from your kids, but
yeah, because by this time they've been out there for a month.
Yeah.
Because they usually go a week, 10 days before to do classes and whatnot.
Can you talk to your family before it starts, or?
I would assume they could talk to their family.
Yeah, I would assume so too.
While they're doing those classes.
But we know it's been 21 days.
Yeah.
That they haven't.
Yeah.
So
3 weeks. So. Yeah. Everyone likes it.
I've been on month-long trips before, and I have the opportunity to talk to my family, and I don't.
So I think you do pretty well.
I think I do fine with this.
Yeah.
So yeah, besides listening to Maria cry and whine, what else are they up to at the camp there?
Well, they're just hunting for a little idol,
Yeah,
a little idol
just
action.
A little idol hunt.
Because, hey, they know, why not? No one else has found it, right?
Yeah.
So they thought. So yeah, Maria and Q out there hunting for the idol, and
assuming Ben is too, but who knows? They didn't really show him doing.
I kind of feel like Ben's just back at camp sleeping, or he's probably playing on some rocks, drumming, and singing some Van Halen.
There you go.
But who knows what Ben's doing? But yeah, Q, he's out there. He said he's checked this area, that area. He's been hunting the idol for days, and for hours, for days.
Mm-hmm.
And lo and behold, he's digging around in a tree log.
Yeah.
And hello. The idol says hello to him.
He finds that idol, and he is jacked about it.
Very jacked.
Which I would be too. I'd be like so stoked. And so he could use it this time or the next time. And so then he makes the choice of telling Maria that he found the idol. Would you have done that, or would you have just kept it a complete secret?
Well, this comes into my play later on, where I feel like Maria botched it. For him, yeah, he might as well tell her.
Yeah, just building that rapport. He goes even a little farther, saying that, hey, if you're like on the block, I'll play this for you.
Which, God, I don't know. I don't think I'd ever say that.
I don't think I would either.
Most likely, like if I won immunity, and I'm like, oh my gosh, they're gunning for her, I would play it and not even tell her. And so I could totally own that move and go, that was all me.
Yeah.
I knew they were coming for her.
Yeah.
And then she could, she'd be like, yeah, I'm ingratiated to you. Plus, then if you vote, she gets voted out the next one, she's probably going to vote for you because you got at least one step further.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
that's what I would have done.
I
keep it quiet.
Would have kept it quiet. I would have told her I had it, but I wouldn't have been like, oh yeah, I'll play this for you. We're good. I just
Move on.
Yeah.
But now Maria's really talking about taking out Charlie.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she should.
100%. Yeah.
Like, you have to play this game. Like, it's your second time, they say, but you have to always go, okay, I am the biggest threat, but who's the next one?
Yeah.
I got to get them out.
Right.
And just continue making that target bigger on yourself. But you have to go after Charlie.
Yeah. Yeah. And then they get back from the sanctuary and stuff, and it kind of shows Maria and Charlie talking to each other, catching up, like, oh, who'd they talk about getting out of these people, like, blah, blah, blah. And then it's kind of like showing their conversation, and then showing each of them individually talking to the cameras. And both of them are kind of like, oh, I don't think the other one's gunning for me. And I'm like, you have to assume, like, if you're thinking about this about them, you assume they're thinking it about you. Like, why would they not be? Are you just thinking your partner or your loyalty is like so strong that they're just like blinded and
just because it's Uncle Charlie and Mama Maria?
I was like losing my mind at this. I was like, don't think that.
You can't assume that.
Yeah.
You have to assume they're targeting me. They just went on reward. They talked to those guys about me. Yes, they just told me Q, but Q's not a threat.
No.
He's pissed everyone off. It's me.
Yeah. But they're just like, oh, I really don't think he or she is gunning for me. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
And it's easier for us to quarterback from the couch on this, for sure, because we're seeing more of those conversations and whatnot. But
if you're thinking about them, like,
I don't know. I'd really like to know, how well do these people read body language?
Right.
Because 90% of what you say is not coming out of your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
It's all your tone, your body language, and the way you shift weight.
Yeah, and to be fair,
eyes.
like when they were sitting there talking, they didn't look. It looked awkward, right? Like
exactly.
I'm like, man, if you could pick up on this, like they're not making eye contact, they're kind of all just looking straight ahead, and
they're looking at you, but through you.
Yeah.
So that's a real struggle, and it's just like, oh my gosh. But
there's a lot of scheming going on. So
and there should be, like, at this point.
100%. And it's like so obvious now, like you can totally see it's Maria and Charlie that are just running the scheming.
Oh,
and all the rest of the people are like, yeah, that's a great idea.
We'll do that.
Yeah, we should. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like, okay, we'll go with this group or this group.
Yeah.
Cool.
100%.
So they go to the immunity challenge on the water, and we get a new puzzle on this one.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they gotta jump in the water, swim to a platform, climb up the platform, run, jump off, get to another platform, walk across this
It's like a net in water, yeah.
which is kind of fun.
Yeah.
And then walk across a balancing beam.
That would be kind of difficult. It was a
With the
bit
waves,
choppy
yeah.
that day.
And then jump off that platform into the water, onto another platform to do the puzzle.
Puzzle of a dolphin,
And then splashing out of a wave.
which looks so incredibly easy.
Oh my god.
I just can't with people and puzzles.
But I think at this stage where thinking wise they're a little slower,
Yeah.
the puzzles could be a little bit harder, but not that one.
No, it was super easy. I have on here, on the balance beam, Maria killed it. She just like flew across that
Yes,
balance
just walked
beam.
across.
Everyone else had trouble, and poor Kenzie was crawling on the beam and fell off.
Which is unreal.
Oh, no.
But yeah, it basically goes Maria, Charlie, Liz, Ben, Q, Kenzie getting to the dolphin puzzle. And here's the thing with that puzzle though. You have to know the base is flat.
Yeah.
Use those pieces to put it there. And then the dolphin, Ben,
Oh my gosh, yes.
Like-
yes.
line up the freaking red and white. It's
Yeah,
like, whoop!
so the
It
dolphin's
goes the
belly is
whole way.
white, and then like the body's red, and he had it backwards at one point, and I'm like, dude, you're like an artist.
You were going to win.
Yeah,
You were going to win.
you can see
It's so
a
straightforward.
line, red and white, just.
Just put that, and you'll find the last piece.
And even Charlie was like struggling. Charlie was like looking over, and I'm
Which
like,
is
just
crazy.
build your puzzle, dude.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that hard.
Yeah. So I guess like the mental fatigue
Yeah,
and
something.
whatnot is really tough, but that puzzle looked like a dream.
Yeah.
Compared to like previous puzzles they've had, that was a cakewalk.
Yeah.
A straight up cakewalk.
100%.
And once Maria got going, it was over.
Yeah.
Like it looked like it was over within
Uh,
a couple minutes.
yeah.
if
Super
that.
quick. Super quick. Yeah.
And she's like, bink, 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 bink.
Yeah.
And then Q's
Yeah.
just standing there watching.
Yeah. Jeff's like, all right, another piece from Maria. Oh, that's 4 in a row. That's 5. She's on a roll.
Q's just watching.
She's just gonna watch her. Which, great.
Yeah, he had no shot anyway by this point. And so, yeah, she wins her third. She's one away from winning 4, which is the most that any female has won.
Yeah, she's crushed.
Even
it.
on the 39 days.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, get on you, Mama Bear. Great job.
Great job.
So-
Great job.
But yeah, it kind of goes back to Charlie, and he's like, yeah, Q's going home.
Yeah.
But is he?
Right. So then everyone else is scheming at camp. People are going left and right. Maria's like, oh, we should get Charlie out. Charlie's telling everyone Q. And then this is, I feel like Charlie almost made a mistake. I feel like he's like, I'm going to go tell Maria that we're gunning for Q. And I was like, no, because then she'll tell Q and he'll play his idol.
Yeah.
And I was just like, you got to keep that one. I don't know.
Okay. So, and then Q is talking to Liz and Kenzie saying, hey, we got to get Charlie out.
Yeah.
And this comes back to body language.
Yeah.
There's no way. Well, fair enough. We only get a certain edit.
Mm-hmm.
But the edit I saw, Liz had no part of that.
Mm-hmm.
Her body language, she was totally facing the other way.
Yeah.
And was just like, uh-huh.
Well, and she said, like, I'm never working with that man.
Yeah.
So,
Like, and so once again, it's just like you cannot dictate to people what's you want to happen. You have to ask them, what do you want to happen? What's going to be best for your game? Because right now, if I was Q, I'd be telling Kenzie and Liz, listen, right now, both of you are losing to Charlie. Both of you are beating me.
mm-hmm.
Can we get on the same page
Yeah.
and take this out? Because it gets us further in the game. and gets you guys closer to $1 million, I have no shot. I've already pissed everybody off. Could we do this one vote? Because, and then you could take me out. I don't care.
Yeah.
But right now, because Maria's won, Charlie is going to beat you.
Yeah.
And I don't know. That's what really makes me struggle. It's just like, don't you guys realize in this game, you have to find out what is most important to other people and sell them on that and spin it in a way that it makes sense for them and you to align to get this one person out. And I just don't think Q realizes that.
I'd agree with that, and I do feel like they missed an opportunity to get a big threat out in Charlie, but at the same time, there's like something to be said too. It's like you've got Kenzie, Liz, and Ben, and then you've got Charlie over here, and you have Maria and Q over here. And so there's something to be said to like break up that duo as well of Maria and Q. So I don't think it's like as straightforward as I was originally thinking, because you get Charlie out, you still have the numbers, but I don't know, you have like a strong duo there.
Yeah, I get that, but your perception as a player might not be reality.
Yeah, 100%.
And you have to be absolutely delusional if you think you're running the game over Maria or Charlie.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like, there's no way. Even the jury is looking at it like, they're looking at it like we are.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh my gosh, Charlie and Maria are crushing everybody.
Yeah.
They're winning all the immunities and they're running the game. Now, saying that, and Charlie, he knows he has to get Maria out to be different because they voted the same way. He has to gun for it. Yeah, you can't do it now because she's won. So yeah, you might as well go after her number one.
Yeah, for sure.
And you've already told her that you're gonna vote him out. This is where Maria should have gone, okay, you know what we're gonna do? If Liz and Kenzie are really with us and they're gonna vote out Charlie, I'm going to tell Q, there's only one way that we can guarantee that Charlie gets out.
Yeah.
I'm going to vote you tonight.
Yeah.
I need you to play your idol.
For sure.
Because it comes down to one of two ways. One, it goes to a 3-3 vote.
Yeah.
But you play your idol, your votes cancel, boom, Charlie goes home. Second way, if Liz and Kenzie are not with us, it now goes to a 5-1.
Yeah.
You play your idol, you determine who goes home,
yeah.
which can be Charlie, and either way, he goes home. I don't know if they thought about that. You have to.
Because I was thinking that too. I'm like, okay, like obviously, like seeing all this, and then I'm like, okay, could she get them to flip and vote for Charlie? And I think I came to the same conclusion. I'm like, it doesn't matter how they vote. If you and Q hold all the power, you're immune. Q has the idol. Just have him play it.
Yeah.
And Charlie's gone.
Exactly. Yeah, and so Maria and Q botched it.
Yeah.
I think more on Maria than Q, because now, okay, so they go to tribal, right? And I don't know, it was a lackluster tribal.
It was.
Even though they're coming in and Ben's like, oh, we got a good one for you.
Yeah. I was like,
No.
do you, Ben?
No.
What?
Ben, let's be honest, Ben,
Ben just says that he was drunk off pizza because they kind of talk about the Kenzie vote.
Yeah.
Like they talk about alliances and they bring it up.
If that's what Bring It is, you blanking and writing your ally down. Okay, well, the last 4 tribals have been way better.
Yeah.
But it was interesting to see. Let's see, Kenzie kind of talking about everybody, and she told us that Q and Ben don't talk.
Yeah.
And so that was kind of interesting. And then Liz is the grandma that's losing it. And so,
And Charlie's the dog.
yeah, which is kind of funny, and I could see that.
Yeah, 100%.
But that is a huge eye opener. Like, okay, if you take out Ben, is clearly in the back pocket of Charlie.
Yeah.
He's gonna vote whatever way.
Yeah.
If as long as he can keep his mind right.
Right.
He's gonna vote any way Charlie tells him. And so, one way to help him possibly sway back to Maria is take Charlie out. Yeah, Ben's probably going to go to Kenzie. I get that. But Maria, you've swayed Liz twice to not vote Q and to vote somebody else. You're telling me you can't do that one more time to get out Kenzie?
Yeah.
So I think Q and Maria really went after the wrong people.
Oh, like,
and it doesn't matter.
1,000%. And okay, so like you get Charlie out this one, you or Q is winning immunity the next one.
Oh yeah.
Like there is no way.
Oh my
these
gosh.
other people, and like to be fair, it's probably Maria that wins immunity the next one. Like it was just such a bad move.
So bad. And once again, it's like this game is all about getting to the next day. And if you have a guarantee to get to the next day in this stage of the game, I'm sorry, you gotta play that and take your chances.
100%.
And you gotta bet on yourself. I'm gonna win the next immunity, and even if Maria doesn't, I'm going to win, and I'm gonna make it to 4. And I'm thinking I could win at fire. Yeah. If I don't win immunity. But look who your competition is. Yeah. You're probably going to win immunity.
You're going to win immunity, for sure. And this is the thing, too. Like, you really see, like, Maria's, like, a great player up until now. But, like, you can see Charlie's the one that has, like, the most social sway over everyone.
Oh, yeah.
And so if it's you against Charlie, I don't know, man. I like his chances of swaying the jury in his direction. Everyone loves him, and I think he would just talk circles around her, and because and
I don't think he's really pissed anyone off.
No,
he's been on the right side of the votes every time. And he continues to be on the right side of the votes. So anyway, they vote, and they show who everyone votes for, and it's kind of fun. Like during Jeff reading the votes, Q and Charlie kind of smirking at each other, like, "Hey, who's it gonna be? Because it's either you or me,
right?
And I think I got you, and you think you got me." But man, Q, you have to play that idol. You don't play it, you go home, idol in your pocket. Maria, you're caught with your pants down.
So it's just so bad for them because Q falls to the idol curse. This has to be a record of how many people are getting voted off with an idol in their pocket.
Bad.
So Q gets voted out, and then Charlie knows that Maria voted for him, and so, man, now you have to win immunity. But Charlie's got a great chance at winning immunity. So, oh man, she just played that so poor.
Because pretty much since Hunter, it's been Maria or Charlie.
Yeah. And doing this plan that you talked about, Maria could have voted for Q. He plays his idol, and then to Charlie, it looks like, oh, she's loyal to me.
And she's going to be able to tell the jury, listen, I never wrote your name down. I was loyal to you, but I also orchestrated this because I knew you would beat me at the end.
For sure, 100%.
So it's so short-sighted, and I love Q. I love watching him play.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Q skirt.
He's cracking me up in these episodes now that he like doesn't care. Before, when he was like trying to be this mastermind, I was like getting annoyed. And now he doesn't care. Hilarious.
And it is hilarious. But he's
just having fun.
It's just rough to watch because you guys could have had it, and you botched it so bad. And it is what it is. This is one of the.
I am very excited for the next episode, though, for the fallout from from Tribal. I think the start of the next episode is going to be amazing. Yeah,
it's going to be hilarious. Very riveting.
I want so badly for those 3 misfits to figure out what's going on and be like, hey, one of these two's probably getting immunity. Let's vote the other one out.
They have to.
And then let's vote the other one out. Like,
Exactly. If they don't win the next one, we're voting them out.
I just really want it to be Kenzie, Liz, and Ben in the as the final
That would be
3.
hilarious because I don't even know if Ben or Liz could actually get through a whole paragraph of pleading their case without just like,
Yeah.
wait,
Yeah.
what am I saying?
Yeah.
Can I take a minute? I gotta collect my
think
thoughts.
if they were smart, those 3 and Q would have teamed up, gotten Charlie out this time, tried so hard to win immunity, and if they did, then got Maria out, and then
All is fair.
duked it out from there.
But, oh my gosh. So, yeah, Q goes home, Island's pocket. They totally botched it.
Totally.
But yeah, next week's the finale. I love it. 2 hours.
Yeah.
More to talk about.
Should be a good one,
God,
too.
There's right now, they show him getting muddy. Not a whole lot else.
Yeah, not much
Which
going on.
I'm totally fine with. I don't care.
Yeah.
Because right now, most likely Charlie's gonna win.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
Yeah.
Like, even if he takes Kenzie to the end, she's been on the wrong side of the boats a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
She's not gonna win.
She hasn't done anything.
No one's gonna beat Maria if she makes it to the end, unless it's Charlie.
Yeah.
And I don't think both of those are gonna make it to the end. So
yeah, in my hierarchy, I've got Charlie, Maria, Kenzie, Liz, Ben.
yeah, and so that's the way it is.
Yeah.
So
Exciting episode. It's going to be a great finale, I think. I've enjoyed this season quite a bit. So.
oh yeah, hilarious cast members.
Oh, great casting, minus a couple, but.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Like season 50, they're bringing returning players back.
Oh, okay.
They have to. Okay, first up, I think Venus.
Are
come back.
Are they just bringing anyone back, or are they bringing past winners back?
No, I think it's a new.
Just past.
I don't think they absolutely know who they're going to bring back yet.
Yeah.
But I swear, I think Venus is going to come back because it's
for sure.
so freaking hilarious
Yeah.
to see how bad
How
she rubs
clueless she
people
is.
the wrong way and how she
Yeah.
thinks
Yeah.
she's running things, but she's just getting played.
I would love for them to do a season of past contestants that were just challenge beasts
Oh yeah.
and see how that plays out.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Yeah, but who knows?
Yeah.
But I definitely say Venus would be coming back.
Mm-hmm.
As bad as he played, I honestly think they'd bring Jelinski back.
Really?
They have referenced it so many times, and so it's just I think they really could bring him back, even though he was so terrible.
So bad. Bad.
You had to be really bad to be the first out.
What if they did a season of just the terrible players?
They've talked about that, but there's a reason they got voted out.
Yeah. Or
Who
quit.
knows how compelling that would be?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure some people would definitely watch.
Survivor 50 Redemption or something.
Yeah. But definitely there's.
Yeah.
My first vote is Venus to come back.
I would love that. Yeah.
She's hilarious. I would love to meet her in real life, just to see. Okay, is this really you?
Yeah.
Which I actually think it is.
Yeah. Who knows?
Okay. Best move of the game.
Best move of the game
this episode.
This episode.
Yeah.
Oh, I probably just got to give it to Charlie for just rallying everyone against Q.
Yeah.
I think if they were smarter and if Maria was a little more persuasive, they had every opportunity and they should have voted Charlie out.
Yeah.
But he whatever he did, talking to them and probably just rallying them against their hatred for Q.
Exactly. Just piling on.
Yeah, he saved himself.
Yeah. I'd probably say him taking Kenzie and Liz was the turning point.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Okay, worst move. Who played it worse? Maria or Q?
I think Maria, for many reasons. Besides, like, telling him or like trying to concoct this plan, like, don't send Q to go talk to Kenzie and Liz to try to get Charlie out. Do that yourself, because you know they don't like him.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
yeah.
I'll say Q. Because at the end of the day, you have to play the idol.
Yeah, at the end of the day, your fate is in your own hands.
Exactly. You have to get to the next day, and you have a sure way to get there. With this, only 6 people left, and you're going to get to 5, you got to play.
Yeah, 100%.
So.
100% agree with that. And he could have played that and not even had like Maria then come up with that plan. He could have done that plan all himself and been like, I know they're voting for me. I'm just going to do this, and Charlie's going home.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, who do you think goes home? Okay, let me pose it this way. If Maria wins,
who's going home? If Maria wins, it's got to be Charlie going home.
You think so?
Like, I just, like, at this point of the game, like, those 3 have to realize we got to get Charlie out. If Maria gets, like, which one of them gets immunity, we got to send the other one home.
Okay, I think if Maria wins, I think Charlie's going to sway Ben and build the bridge with Maria, and I think he's going to send Kenzie home.
Okay. Solid.
Yeah.
But if Charlie wins, Maria for sure is going
she's
home.
Gone. No hope.
Yeah. What if one of those other 3 win?
Dude, you know what would be amazing? Maria finds the idol that day, plays it, and she'd probably send Kenzie home, I assume.
Yeah, what if she gets the idol, Charlie gets immunity, or vice versa?
Oh my gosh, that would be hilarious. Or Maria wins, she still finds the idol, and she probably wouldn't play it, because they'd probably just knock out Charlie.
Probably.
So.
But she could play it for someone.
Yeah. And so, I don't know, so many options.
Or maybe she'll go home with it in her pocket like the rest of them.
That would be hilarious. That would definitely be the idol curse.
Yeah, right. Anyways, let us know who you all think is going home, what Maria should have done, what the worst play, best play.
And who's going to win?
Who's going to win?
I think the writing's on the wall.
Yeah.
But we love the twists.
We do love the twists. I'm hoping for the 3 misfits.
Let's go,
misfits.
Let's
go. All right, well, thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe, follow,
and
comment.
Yo ho ho. Till next week, guys. Later.